All right, let's go try that mask on one of the statues.
Yeah. Any statue in particular that you'd like to choose?
Is there anything? Can I see any difference between the statues? I know that the mask is gold, but
yeah, they all look identical.
All right.
Actually, we should make these look like the two guys. So there's the two that are normal size, and then there's one pudgy guy.
Maybe it should go on the pudgy guy then, right? Because he was doing the jokes.
It's the only one I can reach, and I'll reach up and put it on his face.
Yeah. So as you do that, Diggy, it's almost like it's almost magnetized. I mean, you put it up there, and just goes. And then it latches itself to the side.
The knobs, or
yeah. So like there was like holes in the side of the statue's head, and it just like the mask, just
like where the ears were.
Mm-hmm, and the mask just like wraps around and locks in place.
Oh, good. Okay,
cool.
I stand by the doorway just in case anything bad happens.
Okay.
There was the door to the west up there. If I've got my directions right, had some sort of valve next to it. Should we go investigate that next?
Sounds like a grand idea. Did anything happen with the mask once we locked it in?
It does not seem that anything has happened. You know what? I'll take that back. So you see a portion of the sigil light up. We'll say a third of it.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Give or take.
It's possible, and I look mostly probably to Morrigan for this, but it's possible that I would be able to create a replica of one of these. Do you think that would fool the statue, perhaps?
You could fool anybody.
Can't fool you.
But you can't fool magic.
That's true. Well,
do you know the Arcanist's magic aura spell? You can kind of deceive people.
Of course I know that spell.
All right. Well, then maybe we have a shot. And with that, I'll hold up the torch and continue down the hallway.
You see, as I follow you behind, my face is perplexed, and I have no idea what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. So as you guys, I'll allow you guys to move your tokens down there. As the three of you travel west, you come to another iron door. And to the left is, just like Morgan said, there is a valve on the side of the wall that looks like it can be turned.
Diggy, would you like to do the honors?
So, sure thing.
Diggy, as you look at this valve, you see that it can be moved 90 degrees. Currently, it's in a spot and there's nothing marked on the handle. But at the 90-degree mark on the rest of the valve, you see what looks like an eye, an ear, and a nose. So you could rotate
Anybody
the
got a
valve.
favorite sense?
I smell trouble.
I immediately start turning it towards the nose.
Okay. You turn it, you lock it into place where the nose would be, and then you see the wall or the door shift to the side. It reveals a corridor that goes down about 35 feet. Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to see that. It reveals a corridor of darkness. Let's go that way. There's nothing but black beyond.
Even with the light?
Even with the light. You put the light into it, and it is a magical darkness.
Can I see down this corridor?
You cannot. Not even with dark vision.
All right.
That's interesting.
Now we gotta proceed with our noses.
Well,
wait. Before that, I think we should at least figure out what the rest of these do.
All right.
Make an informed decision. That's what people do, right?
Yeah.
Exactly what I was going to say. Good job, Digbert.
All right. So what are you turning it to?
The eye.
Okay. So as you rotate the valve to the eye, you see as the corridor is now lit up. You can see all the way down it, and now I can reveal it.
Oh, perfect. I'm sure there's nothing hidden in plain sight here. The last one was mouth, right?
We did nose first.
But the last one was mouth, right?
Ear.
Ear.
Oh, ear. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was going to say mouth. I want to know what that did.
Yeah, so you can see all the way down. And there's a door at the end of the hallway.
For thoroughness, should we check the ear?
I think that's an excellent idea, Doctor.
Make an informed decision.
Yeah.
Best idea I've heard of.
Yep. So shifting it to the ear, the corridor is no longer lit. It's darkness.
Do we hear anything?
From where you are at, no, you do not hear anything.
I have no issues following you all down into anywhere, really. I'd follow you through the gates of Avernus, if that was the case. But perhaps we should be a little bit more precautious. I could ask Jeeves if he would go down this hallway.
Oh, you mean my unseen servant? Hold on, give me 10 minutes.
Well, I also can cast a unseen servant spell,
Nice.
Oh, all right.
and my unseen servant's name is Jeeves. However, if you'd be willing to cast, your servant could do the same.
Oh, mine is named Jeeves as well. And
What? Unheard of.
I'll pop a squat.
How funny
I'll,
is that? The butler's name is Jeeves.
What?
Wow. Okay.
I'm changing my name. His name is Google now.
Yeah. Alexa is mine. So,
Oh, don't.
so
why
yeah,
do I have to get
I'll take
stuck with
some time
Siri?
I will take the time to ritual cast Unseen Servant.
Okay. You have your unseen servant.
And
While
I
he's
will
doing it, I'll ritual
rotate
cast
it
my
back
unseen
to-
servant, and they'll frolic down the hallway hand in hand.
Okay, so the two of you spend 10 minutes to cast your unseen servants. Diggy, are you going to hang out during this 10-minute span, or just wait?
I'm going to turn the knob back to vision and try to invent a good story about someone in my life named Jeeves.
You'll have to let us know what you come up with. 10 minutes have expired.
So we cast our unseen servants.
Okay.
Yours can go first.
All right, I'll send mine first.
Okay. The corridor is lit because the valve is in the eye position, and you send your unseen servant. As far as the spell goes, remind me exactly what it can do and the range.
Yeah, I mean, it could
Okay.
do little tasks, you know.
Okay.
Kind of
Cool.
like better than a
Either way.
mage hand, but not.
Sounds good. It looks like you have
All
up to 60 feet. So sure. What do you wish for your unseen servants to do?
First, there'll be the guinea pig looking for traps going down the corridor towards the next door.
Okay. So you just want them like touching the sides of the walls and stuff like that, and going down.
Yeah.
It's like draping themselves against everything, rubbing and
Yeah.
touching everything.
But like children running down a new house hallway. you know?
Whee! Like with like fingers going.
crayons. With crayons in
Yeah.
their hand. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fingerprints all over the windows.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. They find an urn and they break it. No, just kidding. They find
Picture only had 3 people in it.
they find 10 urns and they break all of them.
Children.
Yeah, they don't trigger any traps
Okay.
or cause any effects.
Then I
Seems
will
like
move.
everything is safe.
I'll move down. Are they able to? This door down here, is there enough space that they could try to slip through it, or is it like pretty sealed up?
It's pretty sealed up.
Okay.
So Morrigan is heading down the hallway. What's Diggy and Dr. M doing? Going down as well?
Following.
Yeah, I'm going to follow. I obviously would wait a little bit behind till they both make it past, and then if everything's okay, then I'll start to go through as well.
Dr. Miraculous and Morrigan, with your passive perceptions, you realize that there's no sound. You can see, but you can't hear anything. It's like it's just like that weirdness that you get when we're in a deafened state. You like snap a little bit and you're getting nothing. Morrigan, with your passive perception, you also realize you can't smell anything. I mean, you probably could smell like Diggy behind you because he's been smashed by these monsters, so he probably had like a little bit of a fire stench to him, and now he's like right behind you. You don't smell him. But what you do see when you get to the end, there's a little alcove, and as you look to the right into that alcove, you see the classic. You see a mural of the classic picture of dogs playing poker.
Oh.
They all have cards in their hand. They're laying the cards down, stuff like that.
What cards are... Well, I'm not there. Never mind. I'm going to go to... I'm going to realize this as well, because you said I realized it. I'm going to step back out of the room and go to that lever and look, and I'm going to give you a thumbs up that I'm going to turn... motion that I'm going to turn it, and I give you a thumbs up. I'll turn it to the smell.
Okay. So as the valve is turned, everything goes dark. You still can't hear anything, but you smell the scent of pine, like pine trees,
And you can't hear either?
and you can't hear.
I yell into the room. I say, do you see anything?
And
Guess they can't hear either. Let me turn it to the vision one now.
as soon as the scent of pine disappears, it's replaced, and you can hear what sounds like frogs croaking in the background.
Oh. Is that you, Diggy?
Yeah. Now you have your sense of hearing.
Ribbit.
So we can only see and hear right now.
You can't see. No,
Oh.
only one sense at a time.
Gotcha. Okay, so then we'll go back to the sight one, just
Okay.
so I can motion to them to come back down here, so we can talk.
And there is a door at the end too. I don't know if can you see that door?
Yeah, the door right here.
Okay, yeah. Just make sure.
Come here, quickly. All right, so you head back down. Once you get out of the deafened room, I'll say to you, it appears that only one sense is able to be perceived at a time. What happened when I turned the smell on?
You smelled pine.
What happened when I?
I don't know. I'm just picturing someone like farting and be like, really turned the smell on there. I don't know. That's just funny,
when I cranked up the
phrasing.
smell. What happened? Pine, you say, huh?
Pine.
And the sound?
Frogs croaking. It was clear as day.
Did you see anything when I turned the lights back?
The same things you saw when you were down there with us.
That's it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No writing on the walls, murals, paintings.
There was the painting of the dogs playing poker. I assume.
Did you
Never played?
have you? Oh, I played many card games in my day. Did you notice anything on the painting? Any cards showing?
Well, let's just turn on the site and let's go take a look, eh? And then while you can look at that, and I'll look at the door, see if we need anything to get through it.
Okay, I think the site is the one I left it on, so we'll just run down there and see it. Is there anything to investigate on this painting or no?
So you can take it all in. It seems to be a little bit more of an abstract painting. It's been here for a while. You can tell that they're cards. You can probably make out a few, but at this point, there's nothing no relevant information to give.
All right, well, it looks like we have to move forward, but these could be clues. Keep them in mind, Diggy.
Right. 3 dogs playing, it looks like Sword Coast Hold'em.
Yes. The Baldur's Gate variation.
Card.
The only one worth playing.
What does the door look like, Wally?
This is another iron door. This does have a handle.
I will stand back a little bit and ask Alexa to grab at it and try to open the door.
Okay. The door swings open with no problem.
All right.
Let's head on in.
So this next room that you enter in, off to the right is a desk that seems to have some type of note or ledger on top of it. In the middle of this room is a curious contraption. It looks like a stone block that's probably about 2 feet high, and it has like 9. I want to call them pegs, like stone pegs sticking out of it. To your left is a treasure chest that has a few decorations, but the most disturbing part is along that entire west wall is, I'm going to call this a columbarium, which is an area that you would store urns. And there's it's like a locker room, and there's like 36 lockers.
I was going to say the same thing, but I'm glad you just defined it quickly for everybody.
Yes.
Columbarium. Yes, very familiar with these columbariums, I say, and they store urns.
Immediately, Diggy is going to stumble backwards back into the hallway.
Yes, don't touch them, Diggy.
Yeah. Diggy can't hear you now because he's in the hallway.
Oh, right, we're in the hall. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll step into the room, I guess, and Diggy is unable to hear.
I'll check the note on the desk.
Okay.
Yes, check the ledger. I'll check the case.
Okay.
Chest.
So we'll rapid fire this a bit. Dr. Miraculous, you see, this is a chest. This is a strange coincidence, by the way. But this is decorated with like across the front of it, there's the 4 symbols of cards. There's like heart, diamond, club, and spade. And there's a keyhole in each one of them.
I remember something about a spade, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have the key for this one? I believe we found a third.
You did
No.
not. No.
Oh, we.
This was the one that was in my vision. It's in a bottle of wine in a case somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do we thoroughly check those bottles of Amontillado?
I think you did. You thoroughly checked them.
Oh.
Your vision, Diggy, was them being boxed up, but when you went through all of the empty bottles and stuff, you guys didn't find anything in there.
Okay.
What about, would the bar that's newly fashioned have the cases?
Whoever's
I'm not going to be the one to sneak behind while it's being manned.
whoever is checking out the notes or the ledger, I'm going to just read it to you. If you need to know more information, we can do that. But it's basically someone keeping a private journal. And
Ooh.
yeah, so it's a private journal that reads as following, and this is in someone's handwriting. It is comforting knowing that the entire columbarium is protected by the demon fire lord Incendigar. Soon, I will find hosts for all of my ancestors to continue his plan. Now then, I will need to hide one of these 3 golden masks in here somewhere. As long as no one finds all 3, then the mask of Asfaraba will be safe, and no one will be able to take it off the wall. Such a fascinating monster that is. Where was I? Oh yes. I need to find a place to hide this.
So does it sound like one of the masks is hidden in the columbarium?
Yes, it sounds like one of those 36 areas in there contains.
Okay. And the columbarium looks like it's made out of what?
It is made out of metal, but very possibly could have a lead
Thin.
lining.
Perhaps it's thin, less than an inch. Anything of note in those manuscripts? Anything jarring or eye-opening?
Yeah, some demon.
What?
I guess,
Oh, dear Lord. Well,
I guess
let's,
that's how they employ all of these cinder specters.
let's be sure not to summon the demon lord, then.
Yeah.
This stone in the center. Any note of that?
Oh, yes, plenty of note of that.
And Diggy, for the last time, can you please come into the room so he can hear us?
You can't hear him.
I can't hear you, so no.
He's not listening to me right now. I'll wave over. Get over here.
I'll stick my head in just so I can hear. Please tell me we're not about to have to search through all 36 of those to find 36 keys to 36 chests or whatever.
No, but we may
must-
need to
we
find a
must find a
demon
way.
lord.
Somehow that seems better, and he'll step into the room.
Very good. So as you guys approach this stone block in the middle, again, there's like 9 pillars. And on top of each of these is a design. It's not the words, but there is a design. So you've got from left to right, you've got a bird, a pine cone, a pair of dice, a seashell, a fish, a frog, a chess piece, a cricket, and a deck of cards.
I think it's clear what we need to do. Morgan, tell us.
I'll look
Tell
up from the
Diggy.
paper. I'll look up from the paper and say, "Oh, what do you mean?
It's pretty clear, is it not? Go ahead.
What did you find?"
Well, there's all these symbols here written in the stone. Or drawn in the stone. An image of a bird, a pine cone, dice, seashell, fish, frog, chess piece, cricket, and a deck of cards. I'm familiar with all these things, as most of you will be, but we sense the frog sounds and
Yeah,
perhaps
and
the
the
smell of
pine cone.
pine.
Yeah.
Cards
So
were being
it's
played
just-
by the dogs.
Oh, yep. So those 3 seem important, but does this stone move in some way, like a puzzle box, or is it just...
If you guys want to try to figure out how it works, you can roll an investigation check.
Sure.
Okay.
Anyone that would like to.
Diggy goes up to it and just, with a flat palm, just starts hitting the pine cone symbol.
The pine cone symbol, the pillar or the whatever it's called, sinks into the thing and flattens.
Really? Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
We're
Diggy,
looking
now
at it.
do the frog and the cards now.
With 2 hands, I'll push down the frog and the cards.
When you push,
I have a bad feeling about this, actually.
I want to know what's going to happen.
Well, I guess it happened. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But Dr. Miraculous probably had his stomach just that drop feeling right when you punch both of them. So go ahead, tell us what happens, Wally.
yes, you hear a one of those containers just slam open, and you hear like a lead backed iron door just hit the ground, and door or slot number 13 is open.
And did anything
Nothing came out.
harm us? Nothing. Whew. Thank goodness. I was just thinking to myself, what if the person who laid this trap set up this elaborate ruse that had all these different senses, and then when we click them, the demon lord appears. Ooh, good thing that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's maybe another day.
Okay, so that didn't seem to work, but we're on the right track. When we click 3, something opened. So
Yeah.
looks like a combination of 3 might be the code.
Alexa, will you please go check box number 13 over there?
Alexa goes over and looks over its shoulder at you and says,
All right.
Out with it.
All right. It pulls out a second mask, and it pulls it out and starts bringing it over to you.
Thank God. I can't tell you how worried I was for a moment.
No, you rightfully so. All right, let's go put this in the mask, and then let's head to the last corridor.
Okay.
This is a golden mask, right?
Yes, it is nearly identical to the other one. So,
Should we place it first and then move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to place this mask onto one of the statues, and very similar to the other, what happened when you put the other one on, it's almost like it onto the statue, it locks into place, and another third of that sigil lights up.
Give or take.
Between 33 and 34% of it.
Perfect. All right, well, let's go check out that last corridor.
Okay. As you travel up this corridor to the north, this door seems to be locked.
Well, that's the end of it then.
Yep. So close.
lost.
You're like between 66 and 67% of the way there.
I say we do everything we can to break in.
Do you have
Is
one?
this
Tell you
door
what,
iron
try
as well?
some of the keys we've got.
Yeah. The only one that you have left that you haven't used is the silver key. But I'm sure that
Oh,
would
we
be
do
it.
have a key we haven't used. Okay, good.
One of the keyholes appeared only when we had the key, so let's see if it appears for this key.
Yeah, this one does have a keyhole.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Okay. Where's everybody standing when this? Who's
I'll try this.
Who's opening it, and where's everybody at?
I'll have Alexa try it.
Okay.
She's here and she's great.
The door unlocks.
Alexa, would you open the door, please?
I'll have Jeeves actually stay in the room with the masks and come to get us if anybody else were to come in that room.
Okay. Good plan. Very good plan. All right. So this next door, you have a door to the west. The rest of the room is empty, and there's nothing in here. There's just a stone floor. Walls are stone. Not a thing. And once again, Morgan, with your high passive perception there's not even a speck of dust in here. This place is just clean.
I'm gonna hold up my torch and look for any shimmering.
Immediately, the metagaming starts going.
Yeah. You don't see anything.
A little concerned, but we do have one more use of the goggles, correct?
You do.
Yeah.
What more use?
Alexa, what's that door look like over there, real quick, before we?
It is another door identical to the one that you just came in with a keyhole.
About 2 inches of lead.
Maybe.
Alexa, would you try that key on that door as well?
And with a click, the door unlocks.
Perhaps just a pivot room. Nothing special.
Concerned. I am concerned. This room appears to be nothing.
Maybe it's a wind
I
tunnel.
don't like it either. And Diggy's going to uncork a healing potion and down it because I just realized he's missing half of his hit points.
That's a good plan. That's a good
point.
Don't you guys ever put empty rooms in your dungeons? Come on now.
It's a good time.
I wish. I'd take an empty room in my house right now.
There you go. All right.
I'm going to have Alexa kind of keep a 20-foot lead on me.
Okay.
I'll just kind of proceed forward with her out in front.
Okay. She proceeds and nothing. And as you can see there, the corridor is going to go west and then it will bend to the south or reveal this room.
Diggy, come. Quickly. I need you in front of me.
All right. My life is your shield.
Well done. As you come into this room, this looks to be a storage room. There are like weapons and a target dummy, if you will, off to the left with arrows sticking out of it. There's like a rack of shields and armor. There's a bookshelf that's along the far wall. In the middle of this room, there's like looks like something covered with like a sheet. It's in the middle. And then off to the right, you see about 4 or 5 boxes or crates, and then some more weapon racks and things like that.
I'm going to put on the X-ray goggles again and activate them.
All right.
With the command word, which is Clark Kent.
Yes. Or Kent, Clark. Both would be acceptable.
Kent, Clark.
Yeah. So activating the X-ray vision glasses, you notice 2 things that would be different. Underneath that sheet looks to be a statue, and it is wearing a gold mask. Yep. And then in this pile of crates, it seems to be a bunch of wine bottles, and there's a lone key buried in those crates.
Do you see anything, Morgan?
Yeah, I see the key in the wine bottle, and I'm gonna have Alexa go to pick up the wine bottle with the key in it.
Actually, the wine bottle would be buried in these crates. According to your X-ray vision glasses, it would probably be in the bottom crate.
We may need someone with more dexterity in their fingers, like Diggy, to grab it.
I hoist my maul.
Wait, no, I've got a plan. I'm going to pop my familiar back into existence inside the box with the wine bottle. My familiar is a little like mole rat.
Nice.
And I'm going to have him grab onto the bottle, and then I'll see from there what can I have him do.
Okay, so first you got to get to it. The wine bottles are in these boxes or crates. They're all stamped with Montiato on the side. So I guess that Diggy's going to be moving these boxes out of the way to help you get to the one with the key.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and then to kind of cut the things, I'm sure you can find something. You pry open the crate, and then it's stacked with like 12 different wine bottles in there. And with those X-ray vision goggles, you're able to find the one that has the key.
All right, and then I'll have Alexa start taking off the sheet from that statue in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, so when the sheet is removed, you see a stone statue of a woman, and there is a gold mask on her face. And there's also like a bronze plate at the bottom of the statue.
A bronze plate.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like a good way to get electrocuted.
It does. Electrocution, that's one of my go-tos.
All right. I'll wait for Diggy to get that key, because I'm wondering if that's going to be important soon.
All right, last one.
Pull out the one with my mole rat wrapped around it.
So, are these crates like sealed in any way, or are they like open?
They're sealed, but with your weapons at your disposal, you're able to crowbar them open. That shouldn't be an issue.
So,
unless you want to handle it a different way.
I picked this magic item. I want to use it.
Okay.
And I will
tell me how you open
reach in
this.
my pack and pull out a single arrow.
Okay.
And I stick the arrow into the edge of the box and start to use it like a crowbar. This is my magic item, an unbreakable arrow.
Nice. Yeah, so you're able to do that, and all four corners, not a problem whatsoever.
He's gone mad, I say to Morgan.
Let's see how this plays out.
Oh,
Diggy's
it
one
worked.
of many talents.
It worked. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Brilliant, Diggy.
Any weapons of
I
note
try.
here?
I'm like shoulder deep into the wine bottles trying to find the key.
There doesn't seem to be anything tremendous or outstanding here. A lot of these weapons have like the family crest on them and stuff like that. So this looks like maybe a personal collection of like historical, more historical items than like magical or things.
Gotcha.
Like that.
If they're mundane, then I'll ignore them.
Yeah.
Okay, so then perhaps we have, once he gets the kiwi, use the kiwi. Once he gets the kiwi,
The kiwi.
The kiwi. Once he gets the key, perhaps then your servant will remove the robe from the sheet.
Oh yeah, sheet's been removed. It has
been. Oh,
yep, there's a statue with the gold mask and a bronze plate at the base of the statue.
Oh, okay, gotcha. We just take the mask and go then. Simple
I
as that.
recommend we take the key, vacate the room, and then Alexa can grab the mask from the statue there, and we'll see if it's dangerous.
Okay. You are able to obtain the key, no problem. This key has a spade at the end of it, even though I said club in the very beginning. We'll go with spade, that's fine. There's a spade at the end of this key. The mask, however, you are unable to remove it.
Maybe there's something about that plate at the bottom.
So you the bronze plate is inscribed with something.
I'll go take a look at it.
Okay.
Be seeing the inscription.
Sure. It says the following. So there's two lines of text. And it states, "Left alone in the emptiness, Agatha finally removed her mask."
Perhaps we need to bring this statue into the room.
Empty room.
Perhaps we need to move it. Diggy, you think you can move something of this size?
I can try. The statue's like twice as tall as I am, right?
Yeah. It's humanoid size.
You've lifted me before. I'm sure this won't be a problem.
Yeah, well, you weren't made of stone at the time.
Oh,
I'm going
come on.
to try
Don't take your abilities for granted.
It's harder to work through pun pain. And Diggy's going to try to first see if he can shift the He's just going to try to figure out if he can shift the statue in any way.
Oh yeah, it can be shifted and moved.
Okay. And he's going to do his best to push it all the way into the empty room.
Okay. Let's do a strength check. If you're proficient in athletics, you can use that.
I will
Can
be certain
Diggy have advantage from the unseen servants also given a little push?
Absolutely. In fact, if you had two of them, let's go with triple advantage, man. You have triple advantage.
He only has one. But
yeah, the one's back there, huh?
My other one's back there. Jeeves is back there.
Oh,
but
that's right.
I'll watch to make sure that it goes smoothly.
I can help
26.
push then if triple advantage. Okay. I go to help, but then I'm just like, I'm in the way. All right.
Yeah. You're able to push it with no problem.
Pivot.
Yep. It's just like coming down the hallway. Okay.
Come on. I'm like, back it up. Come on.
And I'm just like turned around so I can't even see the doctor. Just like turned around, pushing my back and using my legs against it.
Lift with your legs.
All right. Where are you taking it to?
The middle room.
Okay.
You said it was completely clean with no indication of like a spot where this should go.
Right.
Is there?
I think we just got to leave it alone in there.
Yeah. We leave the room, and then Agatha will be alone in the room, and then Agatha will remove her mask.
Yeah.
The back corner. Put it the furthest away, so you have to drag it even further.
Oh, fine.
The furthest corner. Yes.
Very good.
And I swear, if you tell me this is the wrong corner.
That corner. That one.
Are you serious?
I can see Dr. M over there. Oh, looks so much better over there. Oh, move it.
It's better flow.
Yeah. All right. So you get it put away, and then you said you're leaving the room, shutting the doors.
We didn't think about shutting the doors. I don't know if that.
Leaving them open?
Do you think leaving your unseen servant in the room would it matter? Maybe it'd be okay.
I'll have the unseen servant exit.
All right. We'll just have everybody. We'll just leave and let it have its moment. Okay.
And Diggy will listen to see if he can hear something clattering to the ground.
You hear what sounds like just a small shift of stone.
Well, I heard something, but it's not what I was expecting. I'll open the door.
Okay. When you open the door and go back inside, it appears that the statue has removed the mask and is holding it out in her hand.
That's a cool bit of magic.
I'll use Mage Hand to grab the mask from her hand.
You have mask number 3.
Sweet.
That floats over to you.
All right. Let's go fight a demon lord.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Just in case we do have trouble, before we put on that mask, I am going to bless us one more time immediately before we do so.
Okay, very good.
Can I also take a bottle of the Amontillado wine?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Fantastic, yeah. So you're able to do this. You come in here and put the final mask on?
Yes.
Where's everybody standing when this happens?
I'm going to the doorway like I normally do. I select stand in doorways.
I put my token where I want to be.
I'll be right there, and I have blessed us.
Oh, you're blessing?
Yes.
Sweet.
All right.
Wars have been fought over the blessing of Morrigan.
If we're casting spells, do you mind if I also cast one?
Sure.
Well, actually, it might be a waste if nothing happens, so I won't. I'll save. I'm going to maybe do mirror image later.
All right. So you come in back in here, and the last mask is put into place. And as you do this, the sigil glows with all of these different colors and lights up. It's almost as if it hovers over its place. And you see the statues, the masks on. It's almost as if they move a little bit, and they shift their eyes to focus on this large mural with the Ask of the Asfaraba painted on it. And as they are focusing, you see the mask as if it goes from 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional, and it starts to almost like it's just pushing itself through the wall. And then after a short amount of time, the arcane sigils on the ground stop glowing, and the mask is now protruding where you would be able to grab it. But unfortunately, at this point, the 3 statues animate And we'll roll for initiative one last time.
Oh, no.
Ah.
We should have known.